Hey guys, welcome to another episode of my channel. So today we are going to deal with this beauty. This is LCD display 1602, and why it's named like that? Because we have 16 characters in 2 rows, and the only serious problem that could happen with this piece of equipment is actually pin out. So you have to be really careful about where you are connecting your pins. And don't worry, I'm going to explain pin by pin. So we are not going to use all of these pins, but we have to connect most of them. Okay, let's start. First we have a VSS. Here we are going to connect a ground. Then we have a VDD. Here we are going to connect 5 volts. So for this particular model we need both 5 volts and 3.3 volts. Then we have VO. This pin is going to be connected to a middle pin of our 50K potentiometer. Let me show you. We are going to use this 50K potentiometer in order to regulate contrast. RS pin it's going to be used in order to set piece of memory where we are going to write our data, and with RV we are going to meaning RW we are going to connect to the ground, because we are going to use this display in order to present our data. Then E stands for enable, and then next 4 pins are D3, D4, D6 and D7. With these pins we are going to write actual data. And finally A and K pins. On A pin we are going to connect 3.3 volts, and on K pin we are going to connect ground. Why we need these 2 pins? These 2 pins are for background. And first, before we continue with this episode, I have to explain these D4 to D7 pins. First of all, D7 I'm going to connect to my D5 pin on ESP8266 microcontroller. And this is a clock pin. Because we are using serial communication, we are going to need this clock pin. Then D6 is going to be connected to D6 on microcontroller, and this is master in slave out pin. And then we have D5. D5 is going to be connected to D7 on this model of microcontroller, and D7 it's master out slave in, and finally we are going to use D0. So D4 is going to be connected to D0. One final word. We are going to make this example with this ESP8266 microcontroller. But whatever microcontroller you are using, first check a pin out for that microcontroller in order to be sure how to connect your 1602 LCD display. And now let me set this up. Okay, so first we are going to connect this display. All right. And I'm going to put potentiometer immediately in here. Okay, we are going to have power supply from this microcontroller, so we are going to have 5 volts to plus on this breadboard, then ground to ground. And in here I have to provide 3.3 volts. Okay, closer the better. Okay, and okay, from 3.3 volts to 8 pin. Okay, 8 pin, it's in here. And I'm going to bend this wire a little bit in order to make some space. All right, now plus to VDD and to VSS I'm going to connect ground. Now middle pin for our potentiometer is going to be connected to V0, that is third pin of our LCD display, to middle pin of our potentiometer. Okay, now first pin of potentiometer I'm going to connect to the ground, and third pin, let me see, okay, third pin is going to be connected to 5 volts. Now from K we go to the ground. All right, we have some background light right now, and from RW we also go to ground. All right, now from RS, let me see, where is RS, that is fourth pin. From RS we are going to go to D2, and from enable pin we are going to go to D1. Yeah, there are a lot of pins in here, so we have to be really careful. Now clock pin, from D7 we are going to D5. Is this wire long enough? Yeah, I believe it so. Let's go to D5. Now D6 to D6. Okay, let's see, D6, D5 to D7. I probably made a mistake. Now this is D6, D5, it's this one. Damn, a lot of wires. So from D5 we are going to D7. All right, and finally from D4 to D0. Yeah, this is D4, and we are going to D0. Not pretty solution definitely, but as long it works, I'm going to be satisfied with it. So guys, finally we are going to do coding, and later on we are going to test this project. So guys, for this episode I'm going to use Visual Studio Code, but you are free to use any IDE that you see fit. And first thing that we have to do, we have to install one library. So go to your platform IO, open main page, go to libraries, and now check for liquid crystal. I'm going to check this one. It should be named just liquid crystal. So this one is perfect for us. I'm going to add this to the project. My project is ESP test, and add. Okay, this is included in my project. I don't need this anymore. Let me check it once more. Yeah, my library is in here, and now I'm going to include this library, but first I'm going to include wire library, because we are going to need this one. And now liquidcrystal.h. Now what we need 2 char arrays. First char array, and that is gonna be kind spirit technology, and second tech makes sense. So we have two rows on our LCD display, and this is text that we are going to print to it. And now we have to define our liquid crystal library, liquid crystal LCD, open brackets. First I'm going to provide D2 and D1, and now D0, D7, D6, and finally D5. Okay, in our voice setup we are just going to initialize it with LCD begin, and we are going to provide numbers 16 and 2. 16, 2 means 16 characters, 2 rows. And finally we are going to print something to our LCD display. First I'm going to type LCD clear, then LCD set cursor to 15, meaning last element of the first row, and then for int x 0, x less than 16, x plus plus, we are going to LCD scroll display left, then LCD, what's wrong with this typing, LCD print, we are going to print x element of our first array, and I'm going to make delay of 250 milliseconds. After this is done, I want to make another delay of 1 second, and then we are going to repeat this entire process for second row. So clear. Now we are going to deal with the second row with index of 1, and in here we are going to change this into second. All right, so first I'm going to remove this unnecessary empty space. I'm going to build this code, give it some time. All right, now I'm going to upload this piece of code to my microcontroller. Okay, what's wrong? I'm going to try it again. Yeah, it works now. All right, I can see the result, and now I'm going to turn on my other camera in order for you to see how this piece of code performs. Okay, everything is as supposed to be, just we have one problem. Because of light in my room, we cannot see exactly the letters. Okay, you can see some of it, and you can trust me on my word that everything is perfect. I'm going to change contrast in order for you to get better result. Okay, it's better now, I believe. Okay, you can see better, much better now. You see kind spirit, it goes from right to left, and the bottom line, tech makes sense. Okay guys, that's all for this episode. I hope that you have learned something interesting, so please like, subscribe, and see ya!